Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, your 37. So we're finishing up, I guess, part of the last 3 episodes, including this one, with this flight KLDJ, Linden, New Jersey, I do believe, yeah, New Jersey, over to KPVD, which is Providence, Rhode Island. And of course we're in the Grand Caravan. Like I said, we're just finishing up these episodes. This one's got 2,207 pounds, 12 people, 1 seat available, paying $8,182, and there's a total of 5 assignments, of course. Like I said, I don't like how they group them because it pays better if they don't. Anyhow, 30% fuel. If we look at it here, 40 gallons an hour, so it's got exactly 2.5 hours worth of fuel for just a 144-mile flight, which is fine. Over here to FS Commander, let's go over to Linden. The weather is kind of all over the place still, kind of the same as it was earlier. It took away my wind indicator from over here, the close one. It's all kind of coming from the south and everything. So what we're going to do, zoom in here. We're just going to go ahead and take off on runway 9, heading 089. And over here back at Providence, the wind is kind of coming from the east, southeast. So what we'll do is land on runway 16. So we'll come over, fly over the airport, and do a little traffic pattern here. Try that out, even though I don't know if you seriously do that at this airport. I don't know, small general aviation plane flying into a bigger airport. I don't know if you should actually do that. I guess you kind of do. I don't know, I'm kind of confused. Of course, it's tower and everything, so it would bring it in. Yeah. Close down FS Commander. I'll jump in the Caravan, and we'll start there at the taxiing. To start off with, like I said, I won't go through the whole procedures for the startup. We'll just start over at the taxi when I cut in. And with that, we can go ahead and move on into the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are at the plane. I guess that Dash 8 is left. I saw here earlier. So I'm not exactly sure where we're parked. I guess that was it. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tune over this traffic. Runway for takeoff. So it'll be runway 9. I'm not gonna hit it just yet. I wanted mainly to get off that frequency. Let's go over to FSEconomy. Get this thing started. It's off by 6:59. Never ceases to amaze me. Alright, so it looks like we're good there. Full screen it. Don't you dare black screen on me. I was surprised I was even able to do the replay without it black screening last flight. I'm surprised being here in New York. Maybe it's because of the fresh install? I don't know. I was surprised. Anyhow, we're just about ready to taxi. Actually, I guess we are ready to taxi. I do want to do one thing real quick. Let's set this to 9,500. Alright, there's 9,500. The runway for takeoff, runway 9089. Let's see if I can get this in. It's so hard to read. 089. Okay, let's go ahead and announce our taxi. Taxi light's coming on. Alright, parking brake is off. I wonder if we have enough room here. I wonder if we shouldn't go on down a little, probably. That way we'll definitely have enough room. Let's see if she'll move. Taking a little bit of power here to get her going. Usually she'll idle on her own. Or I should say move when she idles. Shouldn't be too heavy. We do have a lot of people though. Not a whole lot of fuel, 30%. That's plenty to get us there. Yes, we won't get on the runway right there. We'll go on down just a little bit. We could probably get up in the air from there, but we'll go on down. Just to make sure. I can't remember from what direction. I actually came in on 27. So we actually came in from this direction right here. But with the wind, it doesn't really matter. The brakes slow down a little bit. This is actually a really cool airport, a really cool area. If it just ran a little bit better, you could probably turn the scenery down. But I mean, this is like for Air Hauler 2, this is actually be like kind of a cool base. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get huge planes in here, but you could actually get some really good flights in here. Parking brake coming on. There's lots of good scenery around. I was doing the replay, and there was some really cool scenery around Newark and everything. It's actually really close by. It looks further away on the map, but on the replay, it was like right over there. Alright, so before takeoff, parking brake is set. Let's check our flight controls here. Looks good there. Rudder pedals, everything good. Flight instruments, we've set our heading, everything. I just reset the altimeter. Make sure, it says the transponder is on at 1200. I'll just make sure of that. VFR. Didn't really change anything. Fuel boost switch, let's make sure that's in norm. It is right there in the middle. Altitude select, we've already done. Fuel boost switch, like I said, fuel boost selectors. Both on. Fuel quantity, right about 30%. That looks good. Fuel shutoff knob, completely pushed in. Well, we can take that off. Power lever, up to 400 here. Get up to 400 foot-pounds there on the torque. Oh, it's going to go flying by now, isn't it? It's really touchy with that joystick. Right there at about 407, 406, it's coming down just a little bit. We'll go ahead and pull this. Torque goes down, and the torque comes back, so that looks good. 28.5 volts, of course, at once here. And we'll not get it either at 28.0. We never get 28.5. We can go ahead and pull back on the power again. Skipping the overspeed governor and the standby power, because it can't seem yet know how to do that. Ice protection, if it's on, yeah, we've got the pitot heat, stall heat, and prop auto heat is all on. Inertial separator we'll leave off. Avionics and radar, everything looks good. Let me put that over to GPS. For the nav source, transponder is on. I'll hit the strobe lights in a second. Note, we just looked at the warnings. There are none. Well, prop de-ice, but that's got to have to do, it comes off, I guess, after we take off. Wing flaps set for takeoff, which I believe is 20 degrees. Yeah, I think there's only 2 spots here. Cabin heat, mixing air control, everything is off. Yeah, that's flight. Forward and aft. No, that's the defroster. Alright, so that is off. Window is closed. I'll release the brakes and everything. And this needs to be high idle. I'm going to forget that one of these days because it's like at the end of the page and you're ready to skip to it and take off. Come on, how do I go all the way through those? Alright, well, I guess we'll say we're heading off to, I don't know if it's north or east. I'll say to the north. Cutting right through like Newark and Kennedy. Alright, landing lights and strobes. Parking brake is off. I'll head out to the left just a little bit to get lined up a little better. We still don't have that much room. quite honest, going this way. I need to check an FS Commander to see exactly how long this is. But like bringing in turboprops, like and everything, twin turbos would be nice. You can see it is a pretty short runway, really, but very fun. Just turn down the scenery a little bit and it'd be great. Bring up the power. Alright, power set. Let's go ahead and take off. Airspeed alive and building. There's our 75 knots. We'll rotate. There was that little checkerboard thing that I want to make sure we get over that real quick. 95 knots. I'm gonna go ahead and retract the flaps. Whoa, she kind of leveled out on us. Then you can see New York City right off on the front to the left. It looks really good from back here. There's Newark right over there. Newark International. Was it KEWR, I think it is? Like, I think the scenery around here has been pretty fantastic. New York looks good as long as you stay away a little bit. Of course, we're not going to be able to stay away. We actually need to come out to the left. We're going to follow this thing. Autopilot, bring on the yaw damper. I'll go ahead and switch this to nav. Vertical speed. I'm going to go ahead and raise that a little bit. We can bring back the power a little bit. I mean, is that thing going to bring us straight over New York City? I hope not. See how close Newark is? On the map it looks like you're far away, but it's actually right there. I think that is included, by the way, on Georgesky's design. I can't remember exactly how to say it. New York City airports. The only thing is, I mean, their scenery is pretty good for most everything that they do. However, their performance usually sucks. Although I hear on their new version they are claiming it runs like 300% better. It's like, that still wouldn't be that great as compared to what it was at first. Salacious. That and New York City X, those combined, man, it just kills your system. They're nice, it just kills the system. Alright, flaps are retracted. We'll bring the power back a little bit. 78%. I'm actually going to increase that just a little bit. I think I actually ended up decreasing it just a little too much. But like I say, it's really finicky on the joystick. You just move it a little bit. Yeah, just move it a little bit and it goes way up. Yeah, you like split Newark and JFK.
November traffic, November 845, November taking off runway 5, departure to the west.
It'd be cool to see some planes coming in to land at Newark or something. But you can't actually see anything from up here, which is probably good because it would drain the frames would go down even more. Bring the props to 90. Okay, so we're flashing up there on the torque. Bring it back just a little. There we go. Wanted to check something. 075. I'm just looking at everything. 55 minutes. So I can't really hit up 4X just yet. We have to get out of this area. It really bogs the system trying to do this at 4X. It gets really jagged. I'm surprised it's as smooth as it is. That has to be because of a fresh install. You see down hovering around 10 frames a second. And that's actually good. I remember, I think it was the first time, this was years ago, when the Majestic Dash 8 first came out. I flew it from Huntington to here in air hauler. I think it was back before I was recording, making a series for it on YouTube. And I was just landing at like 5 frames a second, just struggling to do what I could. What is that? That is the Hudson, right? Isn't that what splits them? New York and New Jersey? Like, I don't know. There's so much water around there. So many rivers and stuff. I get confused. All I know is the Atlantic Ocean. I was going to say, is that supposed to be Central Park? Just a big green area. Man, it is literally bringing us right over New York City. I thought we would go close, but I guess, yeah, we're like right... Although I thought it was more over here. As you can see, it's right there. That's got to be Central Park. There's a big building in the middle of it for some reason. Yeah, but could you imagine having New York City airports and New York City X in here? And we're running already at... Well, we're actually up to 15, 16 frames a second now. Woohoo. Because I did a FSX flight out of New York, and man, I tell you what, it was hard to do. You had to bring the scenery way down, or else it would OOM before you even took off. Because I was making that video and trying to do all the views and everything. Wow, it was hard. I'm going to increase this a little bit. I think it says the climb speed, it was like, I thought it was like 120 to 130 or something. Actually, it says cruise climb 110 to 120 knots. Let's see the outside air temperature. 7. Last time on the way down here, I think the lowest I saw was about 5, which is when you turn on the prop heat and everything if it gets below. But we were obviously already have it on. Yeah, still a little over 50 minutes. It'd be a cool commute. Like if this was your day job, to just take people back and forth, like Providence or something, to New York or something a couple times every day. That'd be a really awesome job. I mean, there is a lot of commuting in this whole big corridor. I don't know if it's all the way up to Providence, but like Philly, New York, Boston, Washington, D.C. Did I say Boston? I think I said. That whole area, just big-ass corridor. Everybody commuting every day. It's a great possibility that this is actually done. I don't know Providence, like I said. Providence is big. I don't know if it's that big. We are climbing pretty steep though, like 110 to 120. That's about, I guess, when this thing finishes slowing down, we'll be around there. That's 1,300 feet a second. I figured it would have been a little more, actually.
Traffic. Traffic.
And what would a video in a Grand Caravan be without that?
Traffic. Traffic. Traffic.
9,500 feet. We're about to level out.
Traffic. Traffic.
That was the nice thing about when we flew this thing in Canada. When we flew it in Canada, we didn't have to worry about that. There's nobody in Canada in the sky when we were flying.
Traffic. Traffic. Traffic.
I can almost speed it up to 4x as well. Finally, that thing is off. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'll pull this back to about 66%. Just hover the mouse over it. There we go, 66%. I'm going to wait just a little bit extra because I want to really see what this does to our speed. Last time when I moved the props down to 80, it didn't seem like it made much of a difference. It almost seemed like it could have slowed it down a little bit. Let it completely settle there. I think we cruised at about 142 knots, so just a second. Man, it just keeps going and going, doesn't it? God, I wouldn't want to live in an area like that. The most popular area I lived in was Southfield, just northwest of Detroit, and it was big enough, man. But ever since then, I've lived in smaller areas like Kentucky, and I gotta say, I like that more than I like the big cities. You got room and everything. Like, these people don't even have like yards or anything. Living in buildings, I can't. With a bunch of other people, I just can't imagine. I just wouldn't like it. You feel trapped, man. Alright, about 141-ish knots. I'm gonna move this to... I'll move that to 85. Look like we barely went up, maybe? Because a lot of these places it says max 80. Okay, so we did increase our speed a little bit there, taking it all the way to 80. Let's see what that prop RPM is on that. 1720. Yeah, it did speed us up a little bit. I'll leave it right there. I'm not really sure exactly what you're supposed to have it at, so I'll leave it right there at 80. Alright, but we're making some headway. Looks like about 43, 45 minutes away. So I'll go ahead. I think it's safe now to hit up to 4X. I think we've got most of that scenery behind us. So I'll speed up and be back in just a bit.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
Alright everybody, slowing it down to normal speed. Here's the airport right ahead, just about 7 miles. We're going down to about 3,500 feet. We'll cross over the airport. Hopefully that's high enough. 1,000 AGL, which is the pattern, and will be 2,500 feet above them. Although with general aviation, I don't know if they're really... Yeah, I don't really know how to do it at that airport. How they do things. About 600 feet to go here. And then once we go over the airport, we'll make a right turn, get into the pattern, and come on down. Like I said, we're landing on runway 16. Which I believe will be right down here. Yeah, because we came in on 34 the first time. When we took off from Teterboro. Yeah, it is kind of a fun area. You know, Teterboro is down in New York too. Or New Jersey, I can't remember which one. That was pretty good. 3,500 feet, and we're only like 3 miles away. We actually came in pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and go max RPM there. What is my power set at anyway? At 51%. Just about to cross the airport. What is that, 1.5 miles out? Something like that? It feels so weird because it seems like I should already be over it because we can't see it. I guess there's the edge of it right there. Like I said, we'll make a right turn, loop around, and we should come in at about 292 degrees, parallel with the runway at 337. Right turn to 247. And then base will be 247. And landing on 157. Alright, so we've dropped 3,500. Now go down to 1,000. Pull back on the power just a bit. wait just a minute till we make our right turn. Kind of worried about doing it too soon. Plus that one, the runway, the other one is diagonal and sticks out of it. So I'm not sure if you need to be a mile from it or a mile from the runway that we're landing on, which would be considered the active. However, on FSX, we don't know that it's going to be the active because you never know where they're going to take off land from. Although I would think it would, if it's another one, it would be 34 because the other runway is a little bit shorter. Alright, let's head out to the right. Like I say, 292 will be how we come it to the airport. So I'm going to go 202. And 202, then it would be a 90-degree turn to 292, obviously. I think we can go to that right now. 292. Alright, I'm going to hasten our descent a little bit as well. Off the power. Then it'll be to 337. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I should at this point. 337. Actually, no. Pattern work, no. 337. Like I said, we come down to 1,000. Maybe a little close here. Go 2 degrees to the right. We're coming over to the left a little too much. Well, I think is that's quite a tight turn. As I said, 337 would be base, but base would be really short. So I go to 247. Sorry, 247 is the base, and then 157 is the landing heading. Flaps going to 1. Actually going out to the right a little bit. See, I feel like I can just make that turn real quick and easy in this plane, but I'll go out a little more. Autopilot off. There's 157. Alright, let's make this turn.
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh boy,
Traffic.
traffic.
Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic. Traffic.
Coming out of the turn,
Traffic.
full flaps.
Traffic.
Probably should have come out of the
Traffic.
turn before I hit
Traffic.
the flaps. I believe that's the correct way to do it.
Traffic.
We
Traffic.
are at full flaps.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
Who even knows where that traffic is? They could be coming from the left, the right, or head on. They could be behind us. I don't know.
Traffic. Traffic.
Off the power.
Traffic.
Not completely,
Traffic.
obviously.
Traffic.
Bringing it down to
Traffic.
try and get down.
Traffic. Traffic.
It's really annoying to have that
Traffic. Traffic.
asinine warning
Traffic.
playing while you're trying to concentrate.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
Turn on the power a little bit.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
Alright, bringing down the power.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
And I'm on the ground, so you can stop with your traffic. Good lord. I just find it so annoying. It's almost distracting, but you get kind of used to it. But man, it's... I really wish I didn't have to listen to it. Alright, we'll go to the right here. I'm thinking the general aviation from earlier is back on the other side, but I don't want to have to taxi all the way back over there. So maybe we can just park over here somewhere. Yeah, general aviation was definitely at the other end. Landing lights and strobes coming off. Go ahead and turn off the heat stuff off as well. Pitot heat and everything. Let's look out. Is there any parking over to the left? I don't think so. All the facilities and everything seem to be over to the right. It's weird that it's got these homes and stuff around here too. Right beside the airport. Come on, plane. I heard someone at the end of our landing. I don't see anybody. I can hear their engine right now. But I never did see anybody. Oh, there he is, straight ahead and a little to the left. There's two of them actually on the move. So let's see, I wonder if they're going to take off on that runway same direction. Oh, I'd be somewhat surprised. I think they're going to cross it and then taxi on down or something. They didn't stop to cross the runway either. Oh, we got 3 on the move. Now to get to our taxi, or our parking area, I couldn't cross right there because they're going to be coming down that taxiway. Oh, there's 4 on the move. There's a Learjet down there as well. Oh, there's lots of activity over here at Providence. That's pretty cool. There might be, I can't tell if that other guy is getting away from the gate too or not. I know we're taxiing kind of fast. I've actually got it idle. So there's another one pulling away. Let me look at something. So we're trying to get over there. So I'm not sure that if I'm going to take this right. I guess they were taxiing over there and then taking a left and going down to get to the end of the runway and not coming back this way. Although it kind of looks like a cluster over there. Oh, I guess the Learjet's taking off. I like to have watched it, but I gotta concentrate a little bit on taxiing this thing. He's lining up with that other guy just took off, so he's not taking off just yet. Maybe slightly dangerous. But no one died, so we're good. Nah, he wouldn't be taking off yet. There's a little more time in between them. I think there's some parking to the left. Oh, one other thing on the taxi, I forgot. That back to low idle. I don't think Providence would be too bad of a place to have a base in Air LR2. I'm always kind of looking at airports like, would this be good for Air LR2? Because the scenery doesn't seem to bog us down or anything. Like I said, it's extremely dense, or set to extremely dense, and it seems to be doing okay. Haven't seen any glitches or anything. Be a nice change of pace. Alright, parking brake coming on. We'll let FSEconomy grab it. Taxi light going off. Bleed air, I never did turn on the bleed air. I'm going to turn off all of our signage here on the power outlets. Power lever is idle. ITT has stabilized. Feather on the prop. Cut off on the condition lever. Lights, we can go ahead and turn our lights off. There goes another one. Fuel boost isn't norm. Avionics 1 and 2. Rotate. There he goes. 1 and 2. Battery switch comes off. Control lock and all that, which we don't put on. Just turn these off. Man, noisy, noisy, noisy. If we want to see orbit take off before we go over there. That's not, are they? That's, tell me that's not a 747, surely. No, this is 2 engines, not 4. Yeah, all of a sudden there's like all kinds of planes taking off from Providence. That's kind of crazy. It was like all at once, like 5 planes. Rotate. And he's up. Alright, let's go over to FSEconomy and get ourselves paid. Alright, everybody. Income $8,182. I had the plane for an hour and 14 minutes at $4.25 an hour, $527.24. However, the plane is mine, so it just goes to me, which is the company. Used $195.88 worth of fuel. Ground crew fee $818.20. No booking fee this time. Total additional cost $1,014.08. Distance bonus lost 141.47. Not sure who that goes to exactly. Earning, I guess it would go to me. I don't really know though. Earnings this flight $6,499.22. $15.92 to YT Flyers and $49.07 to me. That's a really good pickup for YT Flyers there. I gotta say, $15.92. That is good paying. Let's go over to banking. Man, I made a bunch of money the past couple days or so. I don't remember the last time exactly I flew. $13,707.48. Might as well get the pennies in there too. Or is it set cash to 10,000? I guess I could just do that. So much easier. Why haven't I been doing that? I think I did that like a long time ago. 105,000 feels like a bunch of money, doesn't it? $105,535.22 plus 58,000. Well, the thing is, like I said, I pay 25 grand a month for that Caravan. 58,752.04 equals plus 20,000. 184,287. Not far off from 200 grand. We wanted 300 grand. But I mean, flights like that, geez, that pays really, really good. Let's go over to aircraft. There's my girl. Used about half of the fuel on that. Took off with 30. Now it's there. I don't know what exactly max rental 6 hours. Okay, it's not long. But yeah, here's MJWC has been flying it like crazy. Jespinos had it for a little while. After I flew it to was it Falmouth or Falmouth? I never did figure it out. And this guy flew it a bunch. Didn't make a ton of money off of them. Made some decent money though. Like I said, I don't even remember when I rented this plane. I followed Falmouth and it was pretty much gone after that. So July 6th, let's say it's July 7th or so. See, there's a 16-day gap. But I would say, let's say it's the 10th. It's been 16 days, so I need to make about 16,000 off of it. Haven't made that much off the, although, like, you know, looking at today, we made a bunch of money today. I'm not sure exactly how much we can, well, yeah, how much that has exactly brought in. I can get a good, well, see, that's going to be just for me and not YT Flyers, though. Wow, that's pretty cool that you can look at all that. Pilot fees, 41 grand. That's a lot of money on pilot fees. I was going to say payment log. I'd have to add all that up, and you all don't want to watch me add all that up. Like C480 561, I believe that's from like, I guess, no, that is YT Flyers and not that other guy that I was just looking at. Just there is MJWC. Like, but see, when he does rent it, see, that's like $800 in one day. That's actually about 900, 1,000, 1,500 over a couple days. So, I mean, it does pay good. Of course, then we have to fly that or pay for that. All right, that's Tucker, I believe. Making those big, having to pay a lot for that. All right. But anyhow, yeah, so I don't know where we're going to be next. I would almost want to do this offline, like flying that plane again. How can I get it back over to KP? There we go. Because, I mean, you could, like, do that whole area just each and every day, but you all don't want to watch videos on just flying the same area all the time. Plus, you want to see different planes, but, yeah. There she is up in Providence. Hopefully that those people that have been flying it will sit up there and fly some more jobs. I do like getting paid. I want to make sure that I'm not still in that aircraft. Alright, because I didn't have to rent it the other 2 times. It kept it rented for me. Just want to make sure so someone will be able to use it. Alright, everybody. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.